Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today it's actually a very special video. Here's why. So, you may notice I'm actually in creative, but I may have made a mistake while making this world, okay? So when making this world, I actually made it on my PlayStation, and it's because I didn't have Minecraft downloaded on my PC, because I undownloaded it. Like, so, um, what I did was I logged in on my PlayStation into this world, and yeah. But basically, this is a very cool world that I made with one other friend, but he didn't help a lot. He did the floors and then some other stuff. Now, if you can't tell what this is, or if you read the title, this is, guess what? It is actually Secret Staycation. It is literally the whole entire Secret Staycation map. Like, look at it. It's spot on. You got the you got the train. You got the table. You got the fridge. You got the countertop, which that's my PlayStation account. We have that. Got that, and we also have. Look at this. We have this, the balcony, and you can actually get over there. Look it. I'll show you guys. We also have the rat tunnels, and you can actually go into the secret room just like the real game, and then you could actually find cheese. You could continue all the way to the end of the rat tunnels to go through the secret tunnel, and then eventually make your way over here to the balcony. So there is actually a lot more rooms to this place. So this is the first room. It's actually really cool, and yes, we do have all of the food. So why don't we start by going over them? So we start with the toast. It's toast. I mean, what more do you want from it? Don't question why there's so much. Oh my god, why would I do this to myself? Oh wait, let's just grab water. A lava bucket. That will be good. But yes, I did make every single part of this, uh, of Secret Staycation. Which is oh god, it's netherite. I forgot. Netherite don't burn. Well, and I'm also on fire now. Well, that just isn't great. What will I do? Also, I am an OP in this game, an operator. Let me just continue doing this. Also, you're probably wondering why I'm not using my anime's character. Actually don't know. Wait, let me put that on. Roblox in the corner. Don't worry about Roblox. Just because I was on this morning to check my games. Unwelcome Grow Garden had an update. Alright. Now let's actually do this. Alright. So you have everything. Let's okay. So we'll start right here. Just like the actual game. So you spawn in right here. Like the real game. With the toast, and then if you come over here to find potato. Literally a potato with potatoes on it. You can come over here to this thing. In the actual game, the slime buffs aren't there, obviously, but these are. They're like makeup bottles, I think. I don't know, or oils. I don't know. Now when you come up here, you're on top of the fridge. Here's pumpkin. and from here, this is how I get to the table. I use caviar, which is the hardest skin to get, because to get him you need pepper, and with pepper you have to go whee! But you either go too short or you go too long. Look at this. So imagine that you're down pepper right now, okay? Just imagine I'm pepper. Alright. And then you hit the floor, so you get closer, right? Yeah, that must be the right thing to do. No, because then you overshoot it. So I actually figured out a way around it because I had to, because my friends wouldn't stop complaining. So what I did was I became chili pepper and then I just jumped from here. That worked. And then actually here you can actually find chocolate donut. I know it kind of looks goofy, but it's a chocolate donut. It's just like the game. And then if you jump down, you can actually find cookie. I mean, it's a chocolate chip cookie. This ice cream was the hardest thing to make because you have to choose the right ice. Like, look at this. Look, look, look. There's 3 ices, and then this is actually in a game, so that what makes it even worse. Talk about building that. The train was definitely hard because we thought that we tried to make an actual train, but then remembered like, well, there is mine carts, but it's not really an actual train. Well, 2 people can ride the train at the time because there's 2 mine carts. Let me look for the other one. Okay, kind of slow, but it's a really good way to get around. Like if you're right there, then you could get there easily. So now that we did that, you saw caviar. You can actually come over here, like in the actual game, and then you could find egg. Also, I do know that I did miss out on the April Fool's update, but we're not going off of like updates, like just like the game in general. So we finished that side and the table. But if you come over here, you could find lemon. If you come right here, you could find baguette. If you come over there, you could find mango. If you come up here, with this pot was really hard to make because in the actual game, it's like really hard to get up there. Like you actually need 2 players to get up there. So that's why it's like really hard. Either way, we still got a watermelon. Like I could actually load up Roblox. So we are currently actually working on Secret Staycation Dark. Alright, let's load in. Also, you can't see my character, but that's because it's not like that. Alright, so let's actually get a clear look. So we'll start by showing you all my characters. Look at this. I got watermelon, yeah. That jump right there is literally so impossible. It's like really hard to get. Got the toast, we got, come over here. A potato is in there. Wait, let me become the best character in the world. This character was definitely hard to get. The candy cane? It was. Talk about the avocado because you need 3 players to open up a board that's in the floor. Also, look at this. I have every single April Fool's character. I have the jelly. What? This character is actually so cool because you can literally bounce off the walls. Look at this. Also, he like squishes, so he's squishy. Well, he's water jelly because you remember people would make April Fool's videos about how to make water, and then they'd make water noodles. But no, it's just something that they bought. There's a piece in nori, but with rice ball, which I do actually have rice ball with it. It's not really a ball, so it's more like a triangle. This one is just literally just dough. But here's the cool part about this one. if you go like this, you could literally start rolling. It's kind of hard to drive because turning is like hard, but if you could get used to it, it's actually really cool. Now, anyways, there's also Ice Cube, which this character has to be the best movement boost. Watch this. Okay, so you could ragdoll and look at it. You could literally just slide around. So I think that he's the best to get around places fastly. Because he's kind of like really fast, so he's like really good. And he was also like terribly hard to get. Like you had to here. So there's actually a glitch in the game. Look at. Wait, no, it's like this. Oh, sorry. Did we do it? Okay. Well, anyways, you would jump here, and then you would end up jumping into the fridge once you click the button. Because if you don't know, when you actually click the button, it actually opens up the fridge. Okay, wait, we were actually in there, but it kicked us out. I don't know why. So that's that. But yeah, I got almost every single character. I'm still trying to get pineapple and the pie because they're like really hard to get. The pineapple you have to do this like forbidden glitch. Now I'm not gonna do farm ever because farm is just way too hard to do. So that's why I wait for like updates like the Halloween update and stuff like that. But and if you're wondering, no, there was no Easter update, so don't complain. Also, don't wonder why I be watching that. Don't worry. You can just definitely chill. Best game, the best YouTuber actually. I'm gonna link him down below. Anyways, let's get back to showing you this road. So we showed this place, but have we showed over here? So over here you can actually find not there because I already showed you the rat maze, not too much. You can actually find cherry tomato, and this is like a really good starter because it's easy to get if and stuff. So it's nice. And this is actually really accurate to the actual game. Like everything that's here is actually in the real game. Well, except for this. This isn't right. And the obvious. But that's because from there you have to jump to there, and to me that's just impossible. Because how can you get from there to there without like flying? And then here, I could have used barrier blocks because I do know how to summon barrier blocks. Okay. Wait, let me go. That. Look at. Slash skip barrier, and then I have a barrier. And you can actually see how much barriers are actually in this map. There's a lot. Because I don't want people like cheating and jumping out. Because if you jump out, then you're basically doomed. Well, anyways, if you climb all the way to the top, you're rewarded with a green apple. And you can also come over here to launch yourself over here onto the TV. From here, you can actually get rice ball, like the actual game. Go like that. And I do realize how dumb this looks. Don't blame me. Like I should have just put a some slime blocks at the bottom. And I should have just did that. Alright, well anyways, let's grab some slime blocks. Like this. because that actually did look like really ugly. Like this world has a lot of stuff, but yeah. So from there, you can actually climb onto the couch, and on the couch you could get chili pepper. Below the couch, this is one of the characters that I spent quite a while on because um the form of pizza was really hard. So anyways, I showed you guys that. But if you actually come over here, like once you get up there, yep, in the actual game you have to walk on a very, very skinny pole to get right here so that you could get candy cane. Um when you come outside you could get pancakes and the mushroom. Pretty straightforward. Now let's move on to the other rooms, okay? These rooms, they weren't too much to work on, but they were definitely something. So in here, uh, I don't even know what this room is. So you start there, and from here you can come over here. You can come up here to get this biscuit thingy cookie. I don't know what it's called. I haven't played the game in a while, and I think that there is an well, there is supposed to be a ladder right here, or I think that yeah, I don't know where it went, but there was something to get up. Alright, let me actually just do this. These blocks are literally unbreakable. Now you can't see them, but you could use your cursor to like find them. But that's what I normally do when it comes to barrier blocks. Over here, you could get this like piece of bread. I think. I don't know. This room is too confusing. Uh, now I know that this looks like really bad, but it's supposed to be the dragon fruit. It's not my best work. Now the reason I didn't do it like an actual dragon fruit where it's red and green is well, yeah, the mango is red. But this character is actually like quite hard to get, but not too hard to get. Cause in the real game, like you literally just have to get a friend who has a bigger character, just stand right there, and then you could literally just become Chili Pepper and then launch into the table. Now, if you're really bad at parkour, then that's hard. But if not, then it's actually quite easy. There is a character here, believe it or not. In the real game, there is a character, but I do have the character in the game. But the reason that I didn't put the character is kind of obvious. Because, look at that's so thin, and there's a literal secret room behind it to get the character. But if I put the secret room, then there'd just be a big bulking bump right there. So that's why I didn't do it. But I did add the poster at least, so that's something. So you actually need a friend who has a watermelon or pumpkin or something, so that you can use the watermelon pumpkin to climb up here. But I just had the ladder. Now with that, you can do parkour. Like, there is parkour in the real game, but it's not like this. It's very similar though. Down here, just very okay, I guess. But in the real game, you have to jump up here, and then you could get dumpling. It's something. The funny part is I actually did that room, and that one. So I don't know why I'm not going in correct. But what also makes this worse is that this little pink fruit is right here. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's not a peach. I know that much. But you can actually come over here, and they're not very similar because that one's a square and that one's like that. So let's move on to the bathroom. Alright, so in the bathroom, you can get an exclusive April Fool's skin, but it's like hard to get. I will say that. If you can actually sneak back here, you can actually get a a uh a Lay's chip. That's what it is. Here, I can actually show you because I actually own it in the game. I know that it's actually very easy to get character. Here, look at. I think where is it? I'm trying to find it because it's been a while. Okay, wait. This is a fruit. It's a Sakura mochi. I don't know. Oh, and that's that biscuit. It's a soy sauce sundae. Potato. Alright, let's look for the chip. The chip. Where's DA chip? That's caviar. A really hard skin. Oh, it's right here. Look at salt potato chip. He is feeling lonely lately because he hasn't seen his friend, the consuming flavored chip, in a while. Yeah, pretty sad. So you can actually wait. I actually missed a character over here. So in the real game, you have to get the 3 watermelons to stand right here, and then a board will lift up, and then you would have to come over here to grab avocado. That's avocado. That's that. Pretty awesome. Now in the real game, it is absolutely torture to get up there. Now it's not as hard as the real actual deal, but it definitely is hard. So in the real game, you have to start by climbing up here, and then you have to jump over here, and then you're on this tiny ledge. You have to hope that your character can jump far enough to land right here, and then catch on this little thing. Because if not, then you'll just come over here and go right here. But if you can actually land it, then you'll go right here. Now you may wonder, so what now? Here's what I did. Now you can actually try to make this jump, and if you're good at parkour, then you can. Now once you made that jump, you can come right here, and then you can actually get sushi. It's not my best work, okay? I will admit, it's not my best work. But a lot of these characters are just supposed to be characters in the game. That's not supposed to be broken. Not lack of coal, just because I don't really care about it. Now we move here, which this is pretty basic. You could come up here, come over here. Now this is personally my favorite skin, Peanut. Don't blame me. Is this the best skin? No, blueberry is right there in the tub. Now you actually need candy cane for this one. So it's a zip line, and then you have to zip line across it. Now once you do that, you have to climb up this towel. Literally climb it, like by walking. So in this game, there's actually a mechanic where you could literally just climb. So that's cool. And then this is actually in the game too, so that's what makes this better. And this is actually decently hard, so if you're not good at the parkour, then you will fall to the ground. But once you get up here, you can actually get coconuts. Yeah. It's a coconut. It's not, I mean, I'm not complaining, it's a coconut. Yeah, that fruit. It's pretty basic. The thing that I showed you. And now we move on to the toiletry room. In here, there's a rubber ducky thingy. You could come behind here. Which I actually forgot to put the fruit here. But why don't we just make it right now? Let's see what it looks like. Look for it. It's right here. It's the actually, I actually like the melon. So yeah, I gotta make that. All right, well let's make it. Find the block that kind of looks like a melon. I think this one. Oh wait, no, that can't be it. Maybe it's like. Okay, wait. It's definitely sand, and then something tiny and green. Like, wait, go back here. Like that block too, maybe. Like. Like that. Alright, well now we have that fruit, but let's continue. You can actually, so in the real game, you can't have a big character to jump into the toilet, but in the real game, there's a toilet paper right here that you could walk across, and you can come up here. It's nice, but the reason to come up here is to get this fruit. I don't know. In the real game, it looks really weird. But I'll show you. It's right here. Look at this. It's a mango stick. It's still a secret whether she's the queen of the fruit world or not. Obviously not. That's an interesting skin to be in the bathroom. But like, what even is a mango skin? But the glitch that I was talking about, you actually need sushi. So with sushi, you literally have to go, whee, because sushi is actually wait, no, it's a bigger skin. I think that it's I forgot what skin it was. But with the skin, you have to launch yourself like this, and then you would fly up here. But it's really hard because here's why. If you're not lucky, then you will literally go into the toilet. And I'm telling you now, once you go into the toilet, yeah, there's no coming back because this fight literally either have to die to the boss fight or not. Speaking of boss fight, let's actually do the boss fight. That's a custom portal mod. Now we're in the mansion. It's a mansion. Got that. And then here's some peas. Now you're gonna wonder what peas are. Well, you probably don't. You've probably heard of peas. And they're all sleeping on the beds, right? So basically, in the real game, there's this pea mom thing, the Peabody things, like, you know, the thing that peas come in? Yeah. So it's literally a boss fight. So she's gonna start to like knock over, like she's gonna like jump, and then she's gonna like land on her back. You have to grab one of the peas, and then you have to put it like into like one of the pea sockets that are right there. Here's the egg chef guy. And if you complete it, you get walnut and then him. Or no, wait, walnut was for the Christmas update. Yeah. You'll get the pea. Behind the door, you can actually get, personally, a lot of people's favorite. I don't know why. It's just the favorite. Now, there's no way to like describe how beautiful it is, though. It, of course, is the chicken nugget. Literally just a Minecraft. Just a chicken nugget. Now, I know that the egg looks really weird, okay? It's just supposed to be an egg. The egg that, like, the butler egg. Yeah. So anyways, when you beat the boss, you fly all the way out here. The boss map is actually right there, funny enough. You can continue over here. The farm mode, I have not finished. I haven't even done anything on the farm mode yet. I do have to start working on the farm mode, but I haven't even done anything for the farm mode yet. So, that's that. But why don't we move on over here? There is really nothing over here, but I did actually add a secret. So, if you're not blind, you can actually notice this. If we come in here, there's another door, which then you could climb up. Now, this isn't in the actual game. I'm just telling you guys. You could actually do the secret parkour that's right here. Look at this. And you may wonder, like, why would I have this? It's actually for hide and seek. You can come over here, you could bounce, and then you're behind the door. Now that you're behind the door, climb up. That's about it. You can also bounce down. There is one other secret spot too. Which, this is very exclusive to you guys, like, don't tell anybody. So you could come back here, right into here. Look at this. It looks normal, but you could break these 2 blocks here to get in. And then just a little secret room for hide and seek. Now, you may wonder why it's so heavily hidden. It's so that you don't get caught. Okay? Yeah. You know, they won't know how big it is because they're inside of it. If they're inside, then they won't know. Because how would they know? And the news is fully covered up. Look at that. Actually looks so awesome. And they would never actually know. It's hard to find. Don't tell anybody. That's pineapple right there. But there is a mode that I'm currently working on. This is Secret Staycation Dark mode that actually just came out. Or not just. But it came out really recently. So you hop into here, the lid closes. And then you get teleported to Secret Staycation Dark. But the skins are in here aren't the same, which I haven't completed it. That's why it's so empty. And you're also gonna wonder, why is there a roof and why is it so dark? It's Secret Staycation Dark. It's supposed to be dark. Like, I can actually show you the game. But the music in Secret Staycation Dark is so fire. I'm not even capping when I say fire. Literally so fire. Oh shit. Alright. Secret Staycation Dark mode. Go over here to my private server for Secret Staycation Dark. And this is official, bro. Listen to the music. But here's the cool thing, okay? Now, since they're made by the same exact devs, here, look at it. So you could put on any Secret Staycation Dark mode skin that you want. It doesn't really matter what skin you put on. You could go back to Secret Staycation normal. Look at this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, wait. It has to be in a public. I remember now. Here, wait. I will quickly show you what I mean. Start by doing this. Start by doing this. Alright. Now, since it's a public, they already opened up the dang door. Look at it. Okay. Wait, now that we're here, next to the bin. Good, come in here. Gotta let it close. It does take some time because it's waiting for players to come in so that they can teleport too. But then it closes. Okay. And then we ragdoll and then we fall asleep. Now you're on Staycation Dark. Now watch this. Right? So if you actually do it like this, you will literally become that skin in Staycation Dark. That's the cool part. But you become any character that you want. Come back over here. Watch this. This is actually a very cool move. Let me just run it. It's smaller, cooler. I will say that. Now I know that this is just a random skin, because there is actually a lot of cool eggs, but this one in particular has a list, because it's a chef egg, so that's why it's so cool. Now there is even more cooler ones. Like I'll show you the cooler eggs, but let me just show you this first. Watch. And now we're the egg in Secret Staycation normal mode. I don't know why it keeps on the headlamps. I actually don't know. That's just something that it does. But, that's that. But look at these cool eggs. So we had the normal egg. Cool, cool. But if you scroll down, you could find this egg, which this egg has to be my favorite. Look at this. It literally has a lightsaber. Boom, boom. Why? Okay, well, if you don't know, you can literally cook yourself in this game. And you just have to let yourself cook my lightsaber. Yeah. We'll let myself sizzle. I'm trying dark earth. My game just crashed. Oh my god. That actually just happened. Alright, well, let's some come over here. Over here. Okay, guys. So I want to know how you guys like this new idea for a video, but also I want to know if you want me to finish off the whole game and complete Staycation Dark and Farm Mode. If so, uh, hit the like button because that's how I know that you like the video and that you want to see more. Because if you don't, then I don't know that. Like, how am I supposed to know? But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. So I hope that you guys have a spectacular day. Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. Dance. Mm, 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 mm. Alright, well, I will see you guys in the very next video.